Humans have the widest scale on the aggression index. Beginning recording. Right, okay. Study log number 76 for the compilation to the Academy of Intergalactic Anthropology, Fexlon. My name is Dr. Fret Zolam. I'm a professor and researcher for Fexlon Anthropology Institute. The purpose of this recording is to provide new information and insight to any future listeners regarding the species of our galaxy. Today, it concerns about the humans. The humans, as we all know, are a newcomer to the Intergalactic Council. They were the latest to discover FTL travel, and as such, the Council welcomed them with open arms in hopes of newfound cooperation. The humans are a strange bunch. They're a mid-sized species, able to handle mid-range temperatures, and had mid-level strength. I think the humans are not too remarkable, which makes them memorable ironically enough. Their biological build allows them to adapt to most planets, unlike the extremophiles of other species. They're a jack of all trades, as they would say. Right now though, the topic is about their war culture. It took some debating, but the humans were designated into the warrior species catalog, which, as we know, is only reserved to the strongest, most aggressive species in the galaxy. It is strange, I admit, and even I had qualms of giving the humans this designation, but this recording will discuss exactly that. To anyone who may not know, especially the freshmen, various species of the galaxy are designated onto on a scale. Numbered 0 to 100, the aggression index is meant to determine the, aggression of a certain species. The infamous and now extinct Hurlians scaled 90 to 95 on the scale. They didn't conquer half the galaxy for no reason after all, and the Wormiums scaled 6 to 8 on the scale, which as we know is the reason why they make popular companions. The humans, I wasn't joking when I said that it took some time to assess where the humans were placed at. It's hard to explain. These humans, they have this concept called rules of war. When the council heard of it, they found it amusing but sensible. But the fact they specified prohibiting targeting of civilians, limit unnecessary suffering, ensure the sick and wounded received care, it made us think what led to the humans even needing these rules in the first place. Such practices were unthinkable to even do. We did a deep dive into their history. And we've deduced that the humans frequently get into war with each other. Such a thing would be considered animalistic in our standards, and yet throughout the history of the humans they've fought war after war, and the horrors that they inflict onto each other, it makes the spines on my back shiver. One such horror was a war they called World War II. This incident, called the Rape of Nanking, when the humans on an island called Japan invaded another nation-state called China, and, hell, the horrors that were described in that event, it was too much even by Hurlian standards. Killing infants as if it's a game, it's just. I couldn't possibly imagine it. And worse still, it's not the last time humans caused such atrocities. As it turns out, in each war, many human soldiers tend to commit the worst crimes I could think of. There's just this, it's almost like, they have this deep, dark urge to rape, pillage, and destroy whenever they can. Because outside of war, the humans act normal. Hell, not even during war do some humans commit atrocities. On their popular culture is a genre called true crime. And it details certain infamous criminals and their history. Individuals such as a Jack the Ripper or a Ted Bundy. Humans watch these documentaries, detailing their absolutely disgusting crimes of murder. And they enjoy it as if it was nothing. Yet, they work, they sleep, they mate like normal. To us, war is only necessary when it is to protect our planet. To the humans, they kill and genocide each other in the name of local superiority, despite being in the same planet, or even the same continental landmass. And their wars, their crimes, it's just gruesome. Yet somehow, the humans are one of the most diplomatic and empathetic species in the galaxy as well. You see, I went on a visit to a certain city on Earth. A city called, what was it? Ah yes, Boston. This was after we had a quick study of their history. I was expecting a barbaric civilization where murder was the norm. And yet when we went there, We see mothers caring for their children, elder humans taking care of pets, even strangers assisting each other. We thought maybe it was false propaganda, but it was true. These humans are one of the most empathetic and sympathetic species in the galaxy. Whenever a natural disaster hits, hordes of humans would come together to help and rebuild. When a human dies, they congregate into funerals and comfort each other. They look out for each other, care for each other in so many ways that most species of the galaxy wouldn't. We mind our business, the humans helping each other's. They tenderly carry non-humanoid creatures as pets, talking to them as if they're babies. Families go on a tradition called holidays, where they enjoy each other's company. Human students assist each other in studying and bond together, despite the academic environment, which would be considered unnecessary. They have a social connection, a desire to bond and care for each other. They create. They make beautiful artworks, create songs, dance their traditions, and keep up certain ethics and values in their nation-states. Yet they also destroy, pillage, even sometimes burn each other's cultures to the ground as a form of ethnic cleansing. It's just all so confusing. This species, they're so violent, filled with hatred and malice, and go as far as to massacre each other for trivial war goals. But they care for each other, help each other up, and even united to make a good impression to the rest of the galaxy. But we know better. They're savages, and yet diplomatic. Their ability to engage in the most heinous of war practices puts them at 92 of the scale. And yet, their peaceful communities, culture, and joy also places them on 14 of the scale. Speaking out loud now, we may have to reassess the humans' place on the scale once more. I suppose I will give more updates. It's quite funny. The humans are in the middle range when it comes to strength and technology. And yet their psychology seems to be the widest in scale of the galaxy. Strange. End recording.